Unit 3A-3.
Yay.
Graphing lines given different key features. So today we're going to talk about actually graphing. We're going to be graphing straight lines on a graph. It says, to graph a line, you must have at least 2 points. So everybody write a 2. You must have at least 2 points. You can also graph a line if you have the slope and 1 point. Okay? So in order to graph, you have to have at least 2 pieces of information. 2 points or slope and 1 point. Okay? So, example 1. It says, graph each line using the information provided. Fill in any missing key features after graphing. So here's my key features. Okay? I don't know the x-intercept. There's a blank right there. So after I graph, I'll be able to know the x-intercept. Okay? I do know my y-intercept and I do know my slope. So because I have a point, the y-intercept is a point, and slope, I'm able to graph. Okay? Now, where do I start?
The y-intercept.
You start with your point. Yes. Okay? I can't start with slope. Can I just start slope anywhere?
Nope.
No. Okay? In order to do slope, I have to have a point to start at. And to have a point to start at, I need to go plot my point. So label your axis, x and y. Okay, so my y-intercept goes where? Good. It wasn't a trick question. Okay. My y-intercept goes on my y-axis. So I'm going to go to my y-axis and put a dot where?
-9.
-9. So start in the origin. And we're going to go down how many? 9.
9.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And put your dot there. Can I do slope from a whole number? No.
Yeah.
What do I have to do? Put a 1 under it. Turn it into a fraction. To turn a whole number into a fraction, you put a 1 under it. So now I've got rise over run. Remember, rise is up or down, and run is always which way? Run is always right. Right? Right? Right?
Right.
Okay, we never run left, okay? Okay. Rise over run to the right. All right, so now that I have my slope 3 over 1, is it positive or negative? 3 over 1 is positive. Because it's positive, that means that I'm going to go up. Up 3 because it's positive. And then which way? Right. How many? 1. Okay, so let's start at our point. We're going to go up. 1, 2, 3. Right. 1. Put your dot. And again. Up. 1, 2, 3. Right. 1. Do it with me. Don't wait till I'm done. Up 3. Right 1. Up 3. Right 1. Up 3. Right 1. I'm going to keep going until I can't go any further. All right, once you get all your dots on there, you're going to draw your line. If you want a straight line, you can use the side of your calculator. Just make sure you don't write on the calculator, okay? So draw your line. Make sure you extend your arrows through the graph. Extend your arrows through the graph. Now, the last thing that it wants me to do is come up with my x-intercept.
Which is?
My x-intercept crosses the x-axis. Okay, so here's my x-axis. Where does it cross at? Right here.
There.
Which is positive 1, 2, 3.
3.
Now remember, an ordered pair is x comma y. okay? I'm talking about my x-intercept on my x-axis at positive 3. So positive 3 is going to be written in the x spot.
Oh, man, I've done the wrong spot.
X-intercept, x-axis, x spot in the order pair. Okay? Look at the y-intercept. It's in the y spot. Y-intercept on the y-axis goes in the y spot. Okay?
I fixed the problem down there and then the one like.
Oh, I see what you're saying. That's okay. Just switch it when you do that other one. Okay. Are we good? Example 2. What information is example 2 giving me?
The x-axis and y-intercept. The x-intercept and y-intercept.
Good. So is it giving me 2 what? Points. Okay, so now we're going to go from 2 points. Once I've got my points plotted, can I find slope between 2 points? Yes. Okay. So label your x-intercept and your y-intercept, or your y-axis and your x-axis. Start with your x-intercept. My x-intercept goes on my x-axis. So I'm going to start in the origin and go backwards 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My y-intercept goes on my y-axis, and it's negative 4. So I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4. So just like yesterday, we found slope between 2 points. We're going to do the same thing. All right, which dot do I start at, x or y-intercept? The x-intercept, because which way do I have to run?
Down or right.
To the right. Donovan, are you okay? Okay, so I'm going to go down how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. I went down 4, so what does that mean? Negative 4 over. To the right, 1, 2, 3, 4. So negative 4 over 5. Can I reduce that?
No.
No, you're right. Okay, I cannot reduce that. Now, I want to put as many dots on my graph as I can. So I'm going to do it again from this dot. Down 4, right 5. And put my dot. Could I go again? No, I would be off the graph, okay? Could I put a dot over here somewhere?
No.
Why not?
You're going down, not up.
Well, if I was to continue my line, wouldn't a dot be over here somewhere? Yes. Could I do the opposite? Up 4, the other way 5.
Yes.
Yeah, and put a dot. So now I'm going to be running left. That's okay, because I can't go right anymore. Okay? If I can't go right anymore, then I'm going to do the opposite. Up 4, the other way 5. That's the only time that we can do that, when you go opposite.
What about just reading it on the right one? You just did like counted left 5 and then 4.
Sure. But you always want to go up and down first. So you do the same way every time, okay? Okay, draw your line, extend your arrows through the graph. I filled in all the missing information, so I'm finished. Questions? Okay, example 3, what's it giving me?
The x-intercept.
X-intercept and slope, right?
Yep.
Okay. Label your axis. Where do I start? What do I have to do first?
X-intercept.
X-intercept. Okay, so I'm going to go to my x-axis and put a dot where?
Positive.
Put my dot there. Okay, now what? What do we think? I got my dot, now what?
Rise or run.
Yes, I'm going to rise over run. Remember, rise is up or down. Run is always right. Okay, am I going to go up or down on my rise?
Up.
Why? Because it's a positive. How many am I going to go up?
2.
2. And then which way? And how many right?
3.
3. So up 2, to the right 3. And do it again. Up 2, to the right, 3. I can't do it again or I'm going to be off the graph. So now I go opposite, okay? Down to the other way, 3. Get them all plotted on there and then draw your line. Okay. I want to know my y-intercept. So go to your y-axis. Where does it cross? -2. Now remember, order pairs x comma y. -2. We're talking y-intercept on the y-axis, so -2 goes in the y spot. Okay, example 4. What information is this giving me now? Slope and just a random point. Can I do slope from a random point?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go plot this random point. Draw your x and your y-axis first, or label it. And I'm going to go plot the point 4, -5. So go +4, down 5. Okay, now that I have a starting point, I'm going to do rise over run. Okay, remember rise is either up or down, run is to the right. Am I going to go up or down?
Down.
Down. Why down?
Negative.
Because it's negative. So I'm going to go down 5, to the right 4. Can I do that again?
No.
No, I'll be off the graph. So now I can do opposite. Up 5, the other way 4. Again. And again.
Wait, we go up one.
I went down and to the right first. Okay? Because I always have to go right first. Then I couldn't go anymore, so I went the opposite way. Get all your points. Draw your arrows. Okay, it wants to know your x-intercept. Where does it cross the x-axis?
Origin.
At the origin, what is that point?
0.
0, 0. Your y-intercept. Where does it cross the y-axis? The origin, what is that? 0, 0. Any questions?